I'd like to invite all of you along as I restore this 1931 Model A Victoria. Yes, it is a derelict and very dilapidated condition, but I'll show you every step of what it took me to bring this thing back to its former glory. We'll also explore a little bit different angle of the Ford Motor Company. We're not going to talk about Henry Ford. Everybody knows that story. But what I find interesting is this shutting down of the Model T line and bringing up a brand new car in such record time, and also the incredible feat of building the River Rouge plant. Well, I've always wanted to bring you guys a Model A restoration here for the show. 43 years ago, my very first classic car was a Model A Ford. It happened to be a 1930 coupe. And this car is a 1931 Victoria. Really, when Ford came out with the Victoria in October 1930, they came out with a lot of firsts for the Model A line. The first of which was the slant windshield. The second of which was the bustle back rear panel on this. And also, instead of having a vertical rear spare tire, they raked it in a little bit. They also got more legroom in the back by putting a drop pan that also is shared in the Deluxe Phaeton and the A400 convertible sedan. So a lot of firsts in October of 1930. Another first that they did on this was the Model A radiator shell. They had an insert in the top that was painted body color and the insert in the bottom that was either black or body color. That was also a first. And this also represented a new trend in body design heading forward into the 1931-1932 year and beyond. This car was found in a mine sometime in the 1960s in Nevada. It was some 30 miles off of the highway. A mine inspector, who also was a Model A enthusiast, he wanted the body. The mine just was using the chassis to do some sort of an operation. Well, in very dilapidated condition, he still wanted it. He brought it out, straddled on top of a Jeep, made it to Denver, and he ended up selling it. Well, Freddie acquired the car in 1974, and it was pretty much this derelict condition. Whoever owned it in between the guy that pulled it out of the mine and Freddie had pulled all the wood out of it and taken it apart. Well, Freddie had collected up a bunch of parts for it, and he had a bunch of goodies that really makes this project feasible. So he was going to sell the car, and I offered to buy it, and he said, "No, I'll give it to you." So even with it being given to me, I'm still going to spend $30,000 out-of-pocket cost to restore this car. It makes absolutely no economic sense. You can go buy one of these things done for $30,000. As a matter of fact, on eBay right now, there's an all-original 49,000 original mile car, $25,000 or best offer. It is immaculate. It's a beautiful original car. So this doesn't make any sense, but I thought it would be fun to bring to you guys how we tackle a really derelict project. And so I think it'll be fun. Well, our derelict projects seem like it's pretty much too far gone to take on, but really it's not. When you dive into it, it's not that big a deal. When they pulled the body off the frame, they didn't realize that there was two bolts right up here in the front. It's the #1 bolt hole. They just ripped it off, probably with some sort of a loader or something. So I've got pieces to replace down there. The wood in it is still in the top, but I have a complete wood kit for it. And the wood in these things is not that complicated. So we're going to put all new wood in it. In the back, it looks like they ripped the spare tire carrier right off the back of the car. The good news is I have the carrier, I have the bracketing to put it all back together again. The damage that we see back here is just sheet metal, and I'll just make a new piece and we'll heliarc that in. Even this piece above the driver's door and the quarter window there seems like it's unrestorable. I'll show you guys how I straighten this thing out, and we'll reuse that original piece instead of making a new one. Seems like it's awful tough, but really it's not. We're going to rifle through this bodywork in probably less than 4 weeks. So if you like good old-fashioned straight-up restoration work without the BS of stuffing a big block in an MG, then this might be the channel for you. I'm not only going to bring you the restoration of the 31 Model A Victoria, but I've got this 28 Roadster that I just acquired, and for that matter, all the rest of the restorations here in the shop. So sounding like a YouTuber, I should say something like smash that subscribe button and yeah, hit that bell, and I'll annoy you every time I put out a new video. Oh, that needs work.